I do 3D modeling and CG arts, especially hard surface modeling. So I think I became a 3D modeler because my father was a carpenter and he had a garage with all the tools where I and my friends could create anything from wood. We could create a ship from wood, we could create a car from wood, we could create a bow. Once we even created a gun that could shoot the nails, but we don't do that these days because we changed our mind. Okay, so another problem is because we were kids and we started to build one thing, but next day, without finishing first one, we started to build another toy. And it wasn't only in doing things and reading martial art clubs. Whenever a new movie related to wushu style movie was released, all the kids from my school, from my from my yard, went to sign martial arts school. But when the emotions fade out, they quit. So so I and my friends decided to build another project. It was a dog house actually. My father told me that he would let me build that dog house only if I promised to finish it. I said, okay, I'll finish it. How many days you need to finish that house? I said, 5 days. So guess what? We finished it only in 15 days. Why it's happened? Because we um, well, we didn't expect it that because we hadn't experienced. To explain that, let's try to understand how our brain works. First, when we try something new, we connect with real world and scan everything, but it's really time and energy consuming. And if we always scan the world around, we will be exhausted. So first we scan the world, but next time we will operate not by real map, but the map that we have in our brain. Sometimes they are not synchronized. I mean, we don't count the time. We don't count that someone could be ill. One of my friends was ill, and two of them decided that they have to go to guests. So we couldn't finish it on time. And one of them said that it's really boring and he don't want to continue, and he refused to continue. So I had only one friend, and we finished it in 15 days. So when father told me you have to finish it on time, and I didn't want to lose respect of my father, I was really focused on it, and I didn't eat on time my dinner or breakfast. I couldn't focus on the lesson when I was at school, and always I was focused only at my work. And I finished it on time, but the quality was really bad. And if my dog if he would deny to live in here, I wouldn't be offended by him. So this thing really helped me because it was a lesson from my father. Uh, let's give another example. These days, most people are really intelligent. At first, he could be really intelligent. He speaks really well. He care about his hygiene, about his clothes. But when we have a plan and when we have a long-lasting plan, most of them quit because they always were operating by the map that they had in their head. And to have a connection, to be focused on real life, you have to start with small things, just not start with big startup or big projects. You have to just finish your exercise. If you are going or visiting the gym, you have to give yourself small goals. And the real thing is you have to get the job done and finish it on time. There is another thing. If you're planning something and you think that you're going to finish in 1 week, you have to multiply it to 3. So in reality, you finish it in 3 weeks. But from time to time, you became a pro, and you'll finish it on time because you became synchronized with reality. Because from time to time, you gather more information about your reality, and you have a real you have a map in your head that close to reality. So it's not only with startups. I've noticed that most people act like that when they are preparing for IELTS. And another thing is people try to be to do things perfect. For example, they might do things forever, but if you have to finish it in 1 month, no matter is it bad or good, you have to finish it and give it to a consumer or client. If you have to uh, uh, reach 6 score, most people decided to, in IELTS, I mean, decided to reach more grades, more and more, and they prepare for IELTS forever. And all I wanted to say that we are living an amazing time. We have unlimited sources of information, unlimited sources of entertainment and educational knowledge, but the life has its limit. So my father didn't want me to be didn't want to see that I will spend all my time by trying and quitting the thing and without getting the job done. So if you want to be pro, you have to choose at least 5 things and focus on it, because those who focus on one type of martial art, like for example wrestling or boxing, you have to spend on it 7 years or 10 years. So in that reason, you became a pro or person and could lead others. And subconsciously, people will feel that. But those who always quit, they try karate 1 week, they try boxing 1 week, or they try another style. They always try and quit, and they became mediocre. So if you follow your plans, your goals, you will recognize other guys. If you are pro, you'll recognize other pros. If you are mediocre, you subconsciously chose the company of mediocres. So all I wanted to say, the best thing to be connected with reality is get the job done and focus on at least 5 things, not 4 of them. And that's my idea that I wanted to share. Thank you. Can you hear me?